Okay, hi guys. I have an interesting story to tell you today. So yesterday I got put in Twitter jail. Yeah, I've heard other people talk about Twitter jail and how you basically your services are limited while they're checking on whatever it was that somebody reported you for, because that's what happened to me. It's really interesting the way they do things, and I'll explain it to you right after I explain why I got put in Twitter jail. So I was looking at Robert Barnes. He was tweeting about Michael Flynn, General Flynn. He was tweeting about Sullivan and Gleason and the whole entire fiasco that was the last hearing that they had. Maybe I'll do a video about that. It's just a giant shit show. It's so bad. It is going to go on forever. And thank God Sidney Powell is doing this free for Michael Flynn, because he's already bankrupt, because this has been dragged out longer than anybody could have expected. This guy, Emmett Sullivan, needs to be taken off the case. He is biased, he is kind of crazy, he's really stubborn, and he's not very smart. And they appealed, and they won, and then I think Sullivan himself appealed, and then they went to the circuit courts, and of course they went to a larger jury, or a larger, I'm not really sure how this works, I'm not a lawyer, but they went to a larger amount of judges, and those judges basically threw out the appeal that the other judges had. So Sullivan still has the case, unfortunately. He needs to go. He needs to get off this case. He's the worst judge I've ever seen. I don't pay attention to that stuff all the time. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to it a lot more, because these judges are awful. These DAs, these district attorneys are terrible. The lawyers that we have, the judges are the real problem. The judges are the ones that are deciding what is the law and what's not the law, what's legal and what's not legal, what's criminal and what's not criminal. All of those things. So the judges, they're a problem. Anyway, back to Twitter jail. Okay, so I go to Twitter jail for a tweet that I sent, had to do with Robert Barnes. There was somebody that tweeted something that I thought was really stupid, so I tweeted a Tropic Thunder meme that said, you went full you know what it is. That one. Super famous movie quote, right? Well, it upset this snowflake guy, Grumpy War, and he freaked out, and he reported me. He even tweeted, he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna report you now. So he reported me, and I saw on his timeline, like, that's a thing he does. He loves to report people, and he reported me for a Tropic Thunder meme. Boom. Never been reported before, never been banned on Twitter, never went to Twitter jail before. That's what happened. Twitter jail, let me just tell you. Oh, it sucked. Twitter jail sucks. It is, you're very limited. I can't like anything, I can't retweet anything, I can't follow anyone, I certainly can't tweet myself. So all I get to do is, like, look at other people's stuff. And that's really difficult for me to not say something, you know. But, hey, I wasn't allowed to. So guess who was on Parler and Minds a lot? Me. I was on there a lot. So I guess there's that. They got a lot more activity out of AilaClick, that's for sure. So anyway, Twitter jail. Terrible, terrible. Once I was reported, and Grumpy War was like, this upset me, whatever, I don't know, abusive, harmful, targeting a certain person, I don't know. It was all these, like, weird, different reasons why you could report somebody. So anyway, he reported me, and it says right on the Twitter thing, when you get it, it says, hey, you have been put in Twitter jail. You have this little tiny thing that says you can appeal it. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to appeal this. This is garbage. This is a meme that you guys allow, like, in your GIF files. In your GIF files, this is a meme that you allow. And I don't want them to take it down. You know, it's an awesome meme. Awesome movie, awesome meme. So I still appealed it. And here's the deal with appealing something on Twitter. I think that I'm never going to finish this video. So, back to Twitter jail. So, in order to send the appeal to Twitter, which I did, in order to do that, you need to wait forever for somebody to actually go through and see if you really did violate the Twitter rules like they said you did. I don't know how long that's going to take. You know, is it going to be a person? Is it going to be AI? I know that I'm not guilty of doing anything bad. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to appeal this. Well, I wait and wait and wait. Nothing. I get no letter from them, no anything. And I'm like, okay, maybe I just delete the tweet. So I go to delete the tweet, but in order to delete the offensive tweet, you have to take back your appeal. You have to cancel your appeal to delete your tweet. Now, I thought if I delete my tweet, cancel my appeal, I would be able to go back onto my account and do my thing, right? I didn't think I'd get put in Twitter jail. So I was like, all right, fine, cancel my appeal so I can delete my tweet. I did that. I did what they said. And then, nope, Twitter jail. You're in Twitter jail for, I think, 24 hours or whatever, some ridiculous amount of time. So there you go. I was a Twitter jailbird, and it sucked. It sucked. I felt like I was some sort of Twitter criminal. I hate the fact that I can't still appeal the report against me, the strike against me. I want to still appeal it, but in order to do that, I would have to, like, not be able to go into my account or cancel my cancellation, and you can't do that, you know. I can't go back and be like, actually, I changed my mind since you already stuck me in Twitter jail. No, it doesn't work that way. So you basically, that's it. You're screwed. You did it. I am pleading guilty. I am not guilty because it's a movie quote. It is a Robert Downey Jr. movie quote, which this snowflake Grumpy War could not handle. So, there you go. There's my story. I got put in Twitter jail, and it sucks. And I hope I'm not on Twitter's radar anymore. I don't know how that works. So, there's my first strike against me, my first report. And you know what I did after that? Well, I looked through Grumpy War's stuff. And you know what? This guy is no saint. He is a jerk, and he writes jerky things all the time. And he deserved to have somebody report him too. But I don't do that, you know? I'm not a reporter. But I did block him because the last thing I need is for him to, like, follow me around and see if I tweet something else that he finds offensive. Because I don't know what happens if how many strikes do you get with Twitter? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's my Twitter jail story. If you guys have any good Twitter jail stories, leave them in the comments. It'll be a lot of fun. We can read them. We can rehash how crappy we felt when Twitter was like, bad, you did something bad, obscene, whatever. So, there you go. Twitter jail. I'm out of Twitter jail now. And I can tweet freely, at least until somebody reports me again. And I'm sure it'll happen. Closer and closer we get to election 2020. So, there you go. Thanks for listening. And I will see you next time. God bless America. Bye. If you like content like this, please watch me, like me, share me, or subscribe to me. I'll see you out there in YouTube land.